very different to your part of the world, I'm sure. See the differences, can't you? More hills, around here. And before we walk around, I'll just tell you a little bit about what we do and why we do it. Please stop me at any time. There's two of us here. How do you introduce yourself? Well, this is Helen Kerry, who knows all about everything. And my name's David Lawton, and I know a little bit less about a little bit less. From there. This is a hill farm, and as such, what parts is a farm split up into? What have we got? What makes it a hill farm? Come on, have a guess. Don't be shy. I'll only eat you afterwards. There's no towards dinner time. Sorry? We've got fells. That's just right. So the farm is split up into a fell, which is called full-scale fell, VOW. It's count, you know, in that's it. 750 metres, possibly up to there. And obviously it's got poor soil, poor grasses, and it rains or snows every other day. It snowed up there last week. Just give you some idea what you're dealing with. It didn't do much, but it snowed. It snowed twice in the last fortnight. Yes, quite a heavy covering last week actually. What did they do? Would they stay where you put them? What would happen to them? We use to describe that, and I don't suppose any of you know that term, do you? It's asking you rather a lot. It's called hefted. Our flock is hefted. H-E-F-T-E-D. And we value that very highly. Because if you think about it, without the sheep's ability to be hefted, we couldn't run this farm. And as we go around, I'll explain a little bit about how it works. I don't want to burden you with detail now. And we run 500 hefted sheep on that fell. Does anybody know what breeds they'll be? Or what breed they are, I should say, sorry. What breed they are? Some of them... No, we'll come to those in a minute. That's a type of sheep, really. Yeah.
Swaledale.
Swale. And they are Lakeland swales, which is a polite way of saying they're not quite as good as Pennine swales. Lakeland swales. Very hardy sheep. Won't see them as we go around and to describe how they're managed, or you can ask me how they're managed because of holes in your coat. Now, as you come down from the hill, remember the hill isn't handy or convenient for the farm, it's quite a long way back there. Which way up is this? That's it, right. As we come down from the hill, you come down to our fenced land. And as you can see, one of the big problems with this farm is it's one of our problems.
Split up a lot.
It's very split up, that's it. And there's quite a long way between these various blocks. Can you all see that? And we have, in total, we don't bother with that bit. That's just marsh and rough down. We let that out for rough grazing. We have 171 hectares. Do you all work in hectares?
No.
400 acres. Plain speed. 400 acres. In 3 blocks. And you are just there now. I might get there later in the morning, but we won't get to this part. Now, even in that 171 hectares, it isn't all good land like you're used to. 98 hectares are rough grazing, and I mean rough, a lot of peat, marshy ground, moss, wet. All that's wet. A lot of this is wet. Even some of this is wet. So we've got 98 of rough. Now, what's one of our key jobs in summer? I don't mean playing with sheep and whatever else we do, but what have we got to do each summer, ready for next winter? Most important job we have, really. Any offers? What do our animals eat next winter? They eat grass in summer. We've got to make hay and silage sufficient. And one of the most important things about a hill farm is how much ground we're able to do what on? Make hay and silage on. That's the key thing about it, how much land we've got to make hay and silage on. And we've got 23 hectares we can cut for silage. There, there, there. And 8 hectares we can cut for hay, which is this one here. West East. Is anybody adding this up as we go along? 98, 23, 8, where have we got to?
$129?
Right, we've got 20 hectares of improved grazing. You'll see them in a minute as we walk around. It's about the only really dry land we've got, dry banks and grassy banks. We go on all of them with tractors. You'll have a job to walk on some of them this morning. It isn't just as if we go for a ride in a flat field. We take a certain amount of risk. That's why we've got this toy here. We've planted. A lot of which we feel in the farm. We do actually use the mature timber for all our tractors. 200 dairy cows, 100 acres of cereal, dirt, housing, raised, all these things. We can't keep as much stock on this sort of farm as row crops. Why not? What's the difference? The ground's flat. The ground's flat, that's a big help, isn't it? Soil. In the morning when we feed them, we can shut them in there and scrape out, and it's no hassle at all. Very, very simple system. And the cows have just gone out again now. What cow are you used to seeing? What's the commonest cow in the country? Friesians, that's it. They all drink lots of milk, so these Friesians have a rolling life then. The less milk you drink, the more Friesians will go down the road. But we keep Angus cross Friesians as cows here, basically. Aberdeen Angus bull and Friesian cows. Good suckling cow, and we put a French bull back on them. Have you heard of the names of any of these French bulls in schools? Has anybody tell me about these things? And we get snow here like you've never seen. I'm not trying to be... The drifts 3 years ago on the fell, snow 30 foot deep. Right. We give out occasionally, they kill sheep, like that. We bring sheep home in bad storm, but we really do get it. So yes, it's very expensive. Many times you can't feed the sheep, you can't see where to go, where to go. There's always going to feed them, games. You can't see what they're doing. Fertilizers or chemicals used. We'll deal with the easy one first. The only chemicals we use here are things like sheep. We've got to keep our sheep to keep them clean and free of skin parasites. Scab is the one as well. And obviously, in terms of chemicals, yes, we use medicines, a lot of medicines on the sheep. very, very strict policy, health policy with the use. But we're not actually giving any chemicals to the animals as such, growth promoters or anything like that. It's all good clean stuff that comes off these places. Fertilisers, all the silage fields and apiaries get fewer per kilograms. That's all good. 200 kilograms like fertiliser. Anything that's green is fertilised with perhaps weight 200 to 250 kilograms again at nitrogen. You just want to grow it, you don't see that. It's very, very late anyway. Everything happens much later on these places. Very slow, cold places. White muzzle there, black, horned. She's quite old now. She's a draft. Can you see how she's lost her 2 front teeth there? That's partly why the shed helps. We can look after them better. Good wool, so the wind and rain can't get down to her skin. I can't part her wool, you see. Can only by effort. What does she weigh? How big is she? How heavy is she? 60 pounds? 60 pounds? I won't pick up a wool come out on him. Yeah. Come and get hold of her, don't be frightened of her, you'll never get a better chance to see one. No takers, no.
Takers. They're a terrible lot.
Yeah. Hours, for various reasons, and I must just point out how much is involved with this job. What's happened to the end of her ear? It's been cut off, and that's called a crop. That's our ear mark. Crop on the near side. And also, in actual fact, we've got a tag in her, but the tag goes through a hole, and the hole in the right ear is the other part of our ear mark. We know which year she was born. This is unusual because she's got the same colour both sides. We know which year she was born because in 1980 we used blue. Okay, so we know she was born in 1980. We know who her father was because the father was blue 1980, so we know who the sire was, and we know then her birth date and everything from that number. So we give a full. And one of my jobs is her, well not now, but her lamb when she was younger. We can follow right through for various reasons. We've got family line recording, and we also know she's ours because you can't see them very clearly in the older years, but see the little mark there, there's a T. Can you see a little T there? When she was young it was down here. What's happened since? The horners, that's our home burn. We burn him with hot irons, the farm mark into the home, and also she carries, you can't see it, she's gone out, she carries a crown which is a breed society breed mark on her. Both carrying, some have twins, some have singles, and which needs most, one with twin and one with singles. So we treat her a little bit better, we put them in a separate place, and it's made the job a lot easier. It's funny how science has helped us to be better farmers. That's one of the reasons. There's a lot more complicated.
Right, hold each other's hands. Same way.